Hello and welcome guys to our video for today, which is how to use the Amazon and Walmart Locator. So welcome. Before we start our topic for today, for those of you guys who don't know me yet, my name is Sapir. I'm a dropshipper and I run eBay stores for sale freaks. And really the purpose of these videos is to share my knowledge with you and help you make your business more successful and profitable. So in order to do that, one of the things I always preach about is the importance of daily uploading. How important is it to upload items every single day to your stores? And I understand that some of you don't have a subscription to any research, market research software like Zig Analytics, or maybe you don't want to, or for any other reasons, but you still want to filter out the items that you're uploading to your store. So this is where this video of today comes in hand. Okay, so let's talk about the locator. So what is the SellFreaks Locator? So this is an actually an automatic tool for sourcing hot selling items from Amazon or Walmart. Later on, of course, our R&D department are working on integrating all suppliers to the locator, okay? But for now, you can source only items from Amazon or Walmart. And then uploading items automatically to your store with minimal work and time. Because when you use the locator, it's not only helping you to source the items that are selling from the items that aren't, it will also do the uploading automatically for you. So yeah, it's very easy and very fast. It allows uploading of selling items in bulk without a need for a market research software. So as I said, when you use this tool, we've developed an algorithm that really helps us detect the items that are selling more than others. And these are the items that are being detected by the locator and automatically uploaded to your chosen store. So you can really use this method to do bulk uploading, as well as, of course, smaller amounts of items, but you can do it in bulk as well, especially if you use the API version of the software. Okay, so this is just like the theory part, okay, and then we'll do an actual demonstration. But how do you use the locator? So it's very, very simple. Browse through different categories in Amazon or Walmart, then filter high-scored items. Okay, I always go for items with a ranking or 4 or 5. Okay, never less, because we want to make sure we're selling good quality items. Okay, we don't want to deal with 2 stars, 3 stars, and risking returns or complaints from the buyers. And then you copy the page URL. Okay, the page shouldn't have more than 10,000 items. Then you take that URL and you put it in the locator and you run a search. Okay, now the search can be more accurate, more precise, and we call it search and compare. Or you can just ask SellFreaks to scan all the items that are in that URL that you've put in, okay, without comparing it to your competitors. And that's what we called speed search. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you everything. Okay, so let's talk about the pros. Okay, why should you use the locator? So it allows to upload items in bulk really fast for API users. Okay, as I said, the speed search. So for example, if I ran a scan, okay, on a URL with 9,000 items, then SellFreaks is going to scan the entire 9,000 items. Okay, of course, not all the 9,000 items will be uploaded, because some will fall on Vero, or some will fall on lack of item details or such, but most of it will be uploaded. Okay, so let's say I have a flagged store, okay, and this is why I use the API version of SellFreaks, and I need to upload 200 or 300 items a day to my store. So I can do that, okay, because I've just scanned 9,000 items. So I can rush it, like in every day, upload 300 items of it, okay, until I run out of all the scans. Okay, and then I do another search and I put another URL with another 6, 7, 8, 9,000 items, and I do the same process again and again. Another huge advantage is that the locator allows to be more picky and focused with non-API users. So if your store is not flagged and you use the non-API version of Selfix and you only want to upload 20 items a day, not 200, okay? Then you can put the URL, but instead of scanning in speed search, you can scan the items on the URL with search and compare, which is actually Selfix comparing the item to your competitors on eBay. So Selfix scans the item from the URL that you've put, and it goes to eBay and it checks all the other sellers that sell the same item on eBay, and then it gets the results back to you. And I'll show you how you can filter it, and you can decide what filters to use, and then you can upload a smaller amount of items, but each item is very, very thoroughly thought about and sourced and focused. You know what I mean? And of course, another huge advantage is, as opposed to the file import, it doesn't require any use of files or importing or manual researching. Okay, it's all very automatic. Now, of course, you can put pros without talking about the cons. So I thought of disadvantages, and I thought really hard, and I think I came only with one. Okay, only one, which is the locator is not as accurate as manual research. What do I mean? When I use market research software, okay, I can control all the environmental terms. So for example, if I want to upload items that have only sold 10 times the last 30 days, okay, I'm exaggerating on purposely, but let's say I want to upload only items that have been sold 10 times over the last 30 days, okay, which means that the item is super, super hot, okay, and not only that this item should sell more than 10 times the last 30 days, it should also be above $50 because I want it to be high ticket, okay, because I want to make high profit margin. Okay, so the locator doesn't really allow you to go to these resolutions, like small resolutions, okay, but it is still a great tool to use, okay, if you need to do it in bulk, daily, fast, to a lot of stores, and you don't have access or time for market research software. So this is, you guys, the only disadvantage that I came up with. So after all of this theory part, I want to show you live demonstration. Okay, so let's do it together. So allow me to close the presentation for a bit, and let's go to, Okay, so this is my Selfix dashboard, okay, and you can find it here. You see, listing wizard, locator. And this is what it looks like. Here in the argument, you put the actual page URL, okay, that you want to scan. Then you choose the supplier. I know you see a whole lot of suppliers here, but please, we only do it at the moment for Amazon or Walmart. Then you can put a title, okay, and I'll show you what title to use. I just used the title of the search that I ran, so I'll show you in a bit how to do it. And then you choose either the speed search, which we said is literally just scanning the items on the URL just as they are, okay, without comparing to other competitors on eBay, or you pick search and compare. Your store, okay, your eBay account, you can check it later, so no worries for now. And then you click scan. Okay, so I ran a couple of experiments, okay, because when you run a scan, it could take a while. Okay, so maybe up to a couple of hours. So best to do it in advance. So here I have for you a search, okay, and you see in the notes this is speed search, and wait, This is search and compare, and this is speed search. Okay, and this is the same URL. Okay, so let's take a look what it looks like. So let's go for search and compare. Of course, I'll show you how you do the actual scanning. Okay, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So I ran a search, right? I put in the URL. Okay, I chose Walmart, for example, because this is a search from Walmart. I gave it a title, whatever. I clicked scan now, okay, and search and compare. And after a couple of hours, I got this result. This line right here, you see, it says finished. Okay, when it's still uploading, I don't have an example for you right now, but when it's uploading, it's not finished. It says in progress in the status. Okay. Okay. So done is after you've actually uploaded the items. Okay. I still haven't uploaded any items. I just ran the scan. Okay. So where was it? This one, right? So this is what it looks like. After Selfrix finished scanning the items on the URL. Okay. So let's click on it. So this is the screen that you get. Okay, now you remember here it said 999 items, right? Which means that if I don't remove any filters and I click show results, I should get 999 results. Okay, maybe a little less, but you get the point. Now these are the actual items, and you see a lot of mess, right? eBay rank, profit, negative profit. Okay, now let me show you how to filter it. So you got here eBay rank. eBay rank stands for the amount of times the item was sold on eBay. So cold is never sold, so we take this out, and then you have warm, hot, very hot, and super hot. Okay, this is sold a little, more, and sold a lot on eBay. Okay, don't ask me about actual numbers. Okay, but we're talking about a general amount. Okay, so you can be picky. So I always start with these 4, and according to the number of results here, I play with it. So I don't touch anything else beside this line here. So where it says profit, so I go to profit and I check greater than 0. Okay, because you see here negative profit. This is because Selfrix already calculated the price of our competitor on eBay versus the price of the item on Walmart, and it came to the conclusion that our competitor is selling this item at a loss at the front end. Okay, maybe because he's using discounted gift cards or whatever, something on the back end which gives him a profit. We don't want to deal with it. Okay, we only want to deal with positive profit on the front end. Okay, so I always filter greater than 0, and if I click show results, you'll see it will come down to 67 results, and you can see that everything here is positive. Okay, so no one is losing on the front end. Okay, you can see your number of competitors. Okay, you can see the assumed profit, which is assumed, don't forget. Okay, because eventually if you choose to upload the item and it will pass the Vero filtering, it will be with the price that you've decided according to your profit range on your global settings. Okay, and you see the star rating on Walmart, which is very high. Okay, which means that all of the items here are very, very with high quality. Okay, and you got the eBay rank. So you can be more picky and say I want only hot, very hot, and super hot items, and we'll go down from 67 to 54. That's also okay. So let's say I want to upload these items now to my store. So I check everything, or you can check only some, but I recommend checking everything, and then you click export. Now, when you click export, you'll be automatically transferred to here, listing generator. And you see it says processing, right? When it will done pulling all of the items from the locator to the listing generator, then you could upload the items to your store. So it will look like this. You see ready? It will look like this. Oh, there it is, ready. So I click on it. So now I have two options. Of course, I need to check the eBay account, my store that I want to upload the items to. Now I have two options. Either I'm going to upload the entire 55 items and then I just click generate. Or let's say I want to limit it, okay, to maybe only 20 items. Now, take into consideration that the fact that we're going to upload 55 items doesn't mean that all of the 55 items will actually be uploaded to the store, okay? Because all the actions that we've done so far are just to bring the items to the listing generator, but it's not still uploaded to your store, okay? So some of these 55 items will fall on Vero or other technical stuff, like the item doesn't exist anymore on Walmart or something like that. Okay, so it's a very high possibility that you'll get like 50% out of it. So actually, if you just click generate, you will upload the entire you will try to upload the entire 55 and you'll eventually left with 30 or a little less, which is the number you actually need for your store. If I click here 20 items, then it will scan only the first 20 items out of this 55, but again, it won't upload the entire 20, right? Because there's a chance that some of them will fall on Vero. Okay, so if you end up with a small amount of items, which is usually good for non-API users, okay, stores that doesn't need a lot of items every day, then if you're left with 50 items, you can just click generate and it will start uploading. And eventually, I say again, eventually the number, according to statistics, the actual number that will be uploaded eventually to your store is about 50% out of this number. Okay, guys, I hope you understand everything so far. So this was the search and compare. Very, very simple. Now I wanted to show you how the same URL looks like with the speed search. So this is it, speed search. Okay, so you remember, guys, every time I changed the filters, the number went down. So let me show you this. So we're starting with 1,000 items, and let's say, you see, you only see the URL. You don't see anything else. You don't see any comparison. You remember before we saw the number of competitors, the profit. You don't see anything here because when you go for search and compare, you just scan the items on the URL as they are. Okay, so remember I took this down and I click show results and the number won't change, okay, because when you go for a speed search, you just run the scan as it is. Okay, so nothing else to do but to mark everything and wait, it takes a minute. Mark everything and then click on export, and then I don't know why it got stuck, but you do the same action. So you mark everything, you click export, and it will take you again to the listing generator. Okay, and again you'll see ready, and again you'll have to click on it and choose your store and click generate. But now because you have I think this is the speed search. Yeah. So I can click generate for 1,000 items, okay? Because if we said that we're only left with 50%, I can't upload 500 items to one store. Oh my God, no. So here I will limit, okay? So let's say 50 items. So I can end up with, 20, 25 items in the end. And tomorrow, because I have 1,000 items, right? And I've only asked to check 50, right? So tomorrow I can come back to the listing generator, okay, and click the same link again and put 50 again, but this time it will start scanning from the beginning, but this time it will consider the first 50 that we've uploaded yesterday as duplicates, and it will move on to the next 50. And this is how you go about it each and every day. You put 50, 50, 50, and each time in the results, it will fall on duplicates, right? Until eventually, let me show you this. You see this, duplicates? So you have 1,000 items and you only ask to upload 50, okay? Because, so in the end you can stay with actual 25 items, okay? So tomorrow you go to the same link, you limit again to 50 items, and you'll see duplicates, okay? Because we've ran the same search yesterday and I told him to do it again with 50 items, right? So each time Selfrix will begin at the beginning, but it will bring it off duplicates, so you won't upload the same items every time, okay? And it will move on to the next 50 and next 50 and next 50 until you run out all of the 1,000 items. Okay, guys, I hope you understand what I've explained. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll explain again. But don't worry, okay? So this 1,000 items for a non-API stores can last for 2 weeks, okay? So you don't need to run a search every single day, okay? Because you can maximize all of the 1,000 items before you move to the next search. Now let's talk about how you get the URL, okay? Because we understand once we've put the URL and everything, how it looks like and how to use it. Now, how do we go about finding the right URL, right? So here I have Amazon and Walmart. So let's do an example from one each, okay? So this is the homepage in Amazon, right? And you have departments, right? So the idea is to just scan systematically all categories and all subcategories within the main categories and just scan them, okay? So let's go randomly to the first category of arts and crafts. And I click this glass, and you see that inside arts and crafts you have, right, subcategories. So in a separate tab, I'll open the first subcategory, and here you have another subcategory. I mean, so it doesn't end. You see that only in these subcategories, which is called beading and jewelry making, you have 20,000 results, right, guys? And we said we wanted under 10,000. So I can search again, right? Oh, so I went to arts and crafts, then I went to the first subcategory, and in the subcategory, I went again to the first subcategory, which is beading supplies. And here I have 8,000 items. So that's good. So I can just take the URL now and put it in the argument. This is Amazon, right? Now title, right? So I just click it right there. Oh. And I add, speed search or search and compare, right? So I can remember later what I did, okay? And then I just search and compare, and I click scan now. And there it is, new, and then it will become to in progress, and then it will become to finished. And when it's finished, which will happen in a couple of hours, then you can go to the listing generator, and you'll see it like this. Remember, guys? And then we said that according to the number of items that you got, usually in speed search, of course, you'll get less than, usually in search and compare, you'll get less items than speed search, okay? But in accordance to the number of items that you got, you decide if you want to limit or not. Okay, so look at that. So not only that in Amazon, you got a lot of categories, that in each subcategory you have another subcategories. So I can run this URL and then this URL and then this URL and then this URL. Okay, so only in this subcategory I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 URLs to search. assuming that they're all under, under 10,000 items. Of course, I forgot to show you guys, I'm sorry, that if you want, which I totally recommend, right, we have 8,000 items here, you can click on 4 stars and up. You see it went down to 3,000 because we only want to really deal with high quality items, okay? If you're less picky, you can go for 3 and above, but you know, I like to be very thoroughly. Okay, so this is how you go about it. So then you go for, you know, the next subcategory in this main category, and then this. Okay, let's do this and see how subcategories we have here. So if you have 2 little items, let's say 2,000 in this subcategory, but if I filter it by 4 stars, I get only 840, which is good. Okay, but if you don't want to deal with it, you know, you can just go to this subcategory and just filter out and, you know, run the search as it is, and then you move on. Okay, so wait a second, where was it? Okay, never mind, let's just go to the main category. So you check every subcategory, and in every subcategory you check their subcategories, and it can last like forever. And then when you're done with art and craft, you can go to automotive, baby, beauty, and personal care, and so on and so on. So you have enough material to last for your entire dropshipping career, okay? Now the same goes for Walmart, okay? So you have this is the search that I showed you in the example. So I ran auto and tire and I clicked searched, and now I have again subcategories. Now for Walmart it's a little bit different because no matter what search you run, they will only show you 1,000 items. That's it, that's the maximum. And here we saw easily we get to 8,000, 9,000, 20,000. Okay, so for some reason they limit it to 1,000 items every time, but never mind, okay, because we're now inside the auto and tire category, and you have this subcategory, this subcategory, this subcategory. Okay, let's go to the first one. So again, you have inside the subcategory, you have other subcategories. Okay, so let's say I wanna scan this subcategory. Okay, car lightnings, and I'm filtering it by 4 stars and above, and I'm left with probably 1,000 items, okay, because it didn't drop. Okay, let's say I want to be even more pickier and I only go for 2-day delivery. Okay, you see 64, that's too picky, so let's leave it. So that's exactly what I do. I take the URL, I go to Selfrix, Locator, and Duck and Walmart, and copy this title and put here, and do speed search or search and compare, and click scan now, and that's it, guys. That's it. So you can have a VA that goes either Amazon or Walmart or both, which I recommend. Okay, we also use both in our stores, or maybe 2 VAs, one does this, one does this, whatever you want, and you just instruct them like I show you here to go category by category, and then subcategory, okay, and just scan them, okay? So and just according to the number of the results you get eventually, right? Like in this speed search we got 1,000 results, but in the search and compare, out of a search of almost 1,000 items, we were left with 56. What if I was to be left with 10 items? Okay, so that's too little. So in the same day, I had to run another scan. Okay, makes sense, guys? So it all depends on the number of results you get eventually. But as long as you understand the point that you just systematically, blindly going through all the categories in your supplier's website, and you just scan them, and that's it. Over time, you'll get a lot of items, and you'll just filtering by deleting the items that weren't sold after 30 days, and over time you'll be left only with the items that were sold. So this is how we filter it out along over the time, and that's it, guys. So this is a very efficient of uploading and finding a lot of items at once, and that's it. Very, very efficient tool. Okay, and we'll be releasing it for more suppliers in the near future, so stay tuned. And if you have any questions at all, guys, please leave a comment below so I can answer it. And thank you for listening. Bye bye.